Ever wonder what keeps Donald Trump up at night? Turns out, it's not just his obsession with Twitter. The Lincoln Project, a group of political misfits with a unique mission, is turning Trump's world upside down with their parody ads. And let's just say, they're pushing all the right buttons. From mocking his hair to teasing his tantrums. These ads are doing something that few others have managed, making Trump lose his cool. But who are these people? And why are they so committed to getting under Trump's skin? Are they just a bunch of sore losers, or do they have a deeper, more calculated strategy? Let's dive into the antics of the Lincoln Project, a group of former Republican insiders who've gone rogue. They're using everything they learned during their time working for the GOP to target the very man they once supported. The result? Political comedy gold that hits Trump where it hurts most his ego. The Lincoln Project is not your average political group. They're the class clowns of the GOP, the ones who have decided they've had enough of the man who's been leading their party and the country down a controversial path. Imagine a bunch of former GOP strategists waking up one day and realizing that maybe, just maybe, they've been part of a political machine that has done more harm than good. So they made a choice to use their insider knowledge to take down the guy who embodies everything they can no longer stand about their own party. Why did they turn against Trump? What happened to the GOP's golden boy? It's like they woke up and realized that Donald Trump wasn't just the leader of their party. He was the embarrassing father figure they no longer wanted to associate with. These insiders, who once crafted speeches and strategies for Republican heavyweights, have now become the pranksters of politics, using satire to expose Trump's flaws and make him squirm. At first glance, it might seem like they're betraying their party, but the Lincoln Project isn't about betrayal, they're about standing up for what's right. They've gone from being part of the machine that helped put Trump in power to fighting against it. They've decided to use their platform to push back against the same system they helped build. Think of them as the secret agents who've realized they've been working for the bad guys all along, and now they're taking a stand. So how exactly are they doing this? With humor, creativity, and most importantly, the ability to press all of Trump's most sensitive buttons. It's not about boring policy papers or fancy rhetoric. No, the Lincoln Project is going straight for the jugular Trump's ego. The ads they've created are a mix of roast and political commentary, poking fun at Trump's most infamous traits. And let's be clear, these ads are not for the faint of heart. They're bold, they're funny, and they're meant to make Trump feel the heat. One of their most effective tactics is using humor to show how ridiculous Trump's behavior really is. For example, they've taken to calling him Grumpy Trumpy, portraying him as a childish, angry figure who can't handle the slightest criticism. Another ad, Donnie Diapers, goes even further, suggesting that Trump's frequent Twitter rants might be linked to personal plumbing issues. It's a humorous take, but also a pointed jab at his immaturity and inability to handle pressure without resorting to public outbursts. The Lincoln Project's ads aren't just funny, they're laser-focused on Trump's weaknesses. Take the art of the squeal, for instance, which mocks Trump's tendency to throw people under the bus whenever things go wrong. Whether it's former allies or family members, Trump is portrayed as a self-serving figure who can't handle responsibility. The ad uses a parody of his book, The Art of the Deal, to show that Trump's real talent lies not in business savvy, but in his love for betraying those around him. And it doesn't stop there. The ads keep coming, each one more creative and biting than the last. There's the comb-over conundrum, poking fun at Trump's iconic hair, and Bunker Boy, which mocks the time Trump allegedly hid in a White House bunker during protests. These are just a few examples of how the Lincoln Project is turning political satire into a weapon against Trump, hitting him where it hurts and making it impossible for him to ignore. So, why is all of this so effective? Simple. Trump can't stand to be made fun of. His ego is as fragile as it is inflated, and these ads are designed to expose that. When Trump reacts angrily to one of these ads, it's like the Lincoln Project is winning the game. Every time he tweets in response, they're getting exactly what they want: attention, frustration, and most importantly, a bruised ego. But why target Trump in this way? The Lincoln Project believes that by humiliating Trump, they're doing more than just making a political statement. They're showing the world who he really is. Despite all of his bluster and bravado, Trump is, at the end of the day, a convicted felon. His criminal record is a stain on his legacy, one that can't be wiped away no matter how many times he tweets about it. The Lincoln Project is using their platform to remind the public of this uncomfortable truth, making sure that no one forgets what Trump has done. In a way, the Lincoln Project is trying to do what the rest of the political world has failed to do: expose Trump for who he really is. While many people have been hesitant to call out his behavior, these former GOP insiders are using satire to make sure that Trump's flaws are on full display for everyone to see. They're not just calling out his policies, they're calling out his character, his behavior, and his entire persona. Of course, the Lincoln Project's approach isn't without its critics. Some argue that they're just bitter ex-Republicans who are lashing out at the party they once supported. But in reality, they're using their knowledge and experience to fight back against a system that they believe has been corrupted. They're not just attacking Trump, they're standing up for democracy and calling out the damage he's done to the country. It's a bold, risky move, but it's one that's resonating with many people who are fed up with Trump's antics. In the end, the Lincoln Project's strategy is simple: keep pushing Trump's buttons until he can't take it anymore. And by all accounts, they're succeeding. Trump's outbursts on social media and his increasingly erratic behavior are proof that the Lincoln Project's campaign of satire and ridicule is working. They've found the one thing that truly gets under his skin: the truth about who he is. So, the next time you see one of these ads, just remember, they're not just jokes. They're strategic, calculated jabs aimed at exposing Trump's weaknesses and reminding the world of what he's done. The Lincoln Project has found a way to make Trump squirm, and it's working. They may not be your typical political group, but they're certainly making an impact, and in the process, they're reminding us all just who Trump really is.